Welcome. We have a container that breakfast cereal with calories, and then we also have protein, we have carbohydrate, and we have fat. So those are nutrition for our breakfast. And then the mixture should give it to 5 calories, 9 gram protein, 48 gram carbohydrates, and 8 gram fat. And we have to set up a vector equation statement of what the variables should be included, what it means. So there we go. The first thing that we do is we answering question A, and that's we have 2 types of cereals. The first one is going to be Cheerios. So let X is equals to Cheerios, and then the second one, that's x1, then that's let x2 is equals to natural cereal. That's N cereal for natural cereal. Okay, then from there we have to find we get so we get 1 110, and then 4, and then 20 and 2. So that is represents x1, which is cereals. And then we have 130, and then we have 3, we have 18, 5, okay, 5, and that represents natural cereal, which is x2. And all of that, our expected saving should be 295, 9, and 48, and 8. So that's it's 295. Okay, then 9, 48, 8. Okay, and remember it's not 25, 295 there. Just that's our answer. And that's it. So now we need to solve the problem. Write equivalent matrix equation, determine if the desired. Okay, so we have B, so we have 10, we have 4, we have 20, we have 2, and then we have 130, we have 3, we have 18 and 5, we have 18, and we have 5. All of that is equals to x1, x2 on that. So that gives us okay, which is going to be yes, 295, and that okay, that's 295 there. So it's going to be 295, 9, 40, it's 48 and 8. Okay, so that's our matrix. So now we need to solve for x, and then from there what we do, we need to solve. Okay, to solve we actually reduce the augmented information matrix. Okay, the augmented matrix above. For the equation, okay, and then from there we know that we have 1 110, we have for the columns we have 20, we have 2, that column, and the next we have 130, we have 3, we have 18, we have 5, and that's that column there. And then next we have 295, we have 9, we have 48, we have 8, and that is the column there. And then from there we need to simplify, we have to rearrange, that's the simpler row, so we take it up as the row 1, and then we have that other simple row which is 439, that becomes row 2, and then we have that one. There's 20, 18, 48 becomes row 3. That's the third simplest. And then the complicated row, which is that one there, we put it at the bottom, which is 110, 130, and then 295. So we have rearranged that. The next thing, we're going to simplify the first column. We divide the row by 2 throughout. So 2 divided by 2 is 1, 2 divided by 5 is 2.5. 5 divided by 2 is 2.5, and 8 divided by 2 is 4. And then that one there, we write it as it is, 439, and then that one there can be divided by 2 again. So it's going to be 2 into, it's 20, 10, 2 into 18 is 9, 2 into 48 is 24. And then that one there, we write it as it is, which is 110, 130, and then 295. That's what we do. And then from there, this is the first row and the second row, so we're going to reduce that. So we're going to say -4 row 1, because we need to cancel the first pivotal part. So that's multiplied by -4. It's going to be -4, and then -4 multiplied by 2.5 is -10. So that's going to be -10, and then -4 times 4 is -16, and then row 2 is going to give us 4, 3, and 9, and then we add. So it's -4 row 1 plus row 2. That will give us information for row 2. So that's 0 there, and that's -7, -7. So that will all go to row 2. So we're now reducing. So that's one part of the reduction, and then we have to do the second one. The second one, again row 1 and then row 3. Then it's gonna be -10 row 1. So 1 times 10 is going to give us 10. -10 is going to be -10. That one's going to be -25. All of that multiplied by -10. So it's going to be -25, and then -40. And then row 3 is going to be 10, 9, 24. That's row 3 there. Alright, and then from there we add. So we have -10 times row 1 plus row 3, and all of that we put it in row 3, and then from there let's get 0. We get -25 plus 9, that's -16, and then we have -40 plus 24, get -16 once again, and all of that we put it in row 3. And then from there we move on to row 1 and multiply that by -110. Okay, for multiplying that by -110, -110. Okay, so which means that we're going to have -110 multiplied by row 1. We're going to 1 times -110 is going to be -110. 2 times 5 is -110, is -275. And then we have 4 times -110. 4 times -110 is -440. So that's -440. And then the row 4, that's 110, 130, and 275. So it's 110, 130, and 295 actually. And then we add. So -110 multiplied by row 1 plus row 4 that will give us row 4, so that is 0 there, and negative 275 plus 130 gives us negative 145, so it's negative 145. And then we have negative 440 plus 295, so it's 145. All of that will give us row 4. And then now we have row 1 there, row 2, row 3, and row 4. So that gives us a new matrix. So row 1 is 1, 2.5, and 4. So it's 1, 2.5, and 4. And row 2 is 0, negative 7, negative 7. We have 0, negative 7, negative 7. And then row 3 is 0, negative 16, negative 16. So it's going to be 0, negative 16, and negative 16. And then row 4 is 0, negative 145, negative 145, 0, negative 145, negative 145. So that's our matrix. So we know that that one there we can divide it by negative 7, that will give us 0, 1, 1, and even that's row 2. So row 3 we can divide it by negative 16, so to give us 0, 1, 1, and then that also will divide that by negative 145, that will give us 0, 1, 1. So our matrix is further reduced to 1, 1, 2, 5, and 4, and then we have 0, 1, 1, and we also have 0, 1, 1, and then we also have 0, 1, 1. So the second row can reduce third and fourth. So okay, so you're gonna have 0, 0 when we subtract them. Okay, so that will be further reduced to 1.21, and then 2.5 and 4, 0, 1, 1, and the rest is rows 0, 0, 0, 0. So that is it. Okay, so further now what we do, we have 2.5 and 1. So what we do, we're going to say negative 2.5 times row 1. We're going to remove the second part, and then that's going to be 0, that comes row 2 actually, so it's 0, multiply that by negative 2.5 for row 2, so it's going to be 0, negative 2.5, negative 2.5, and then row 1, that's going to be 1 there, 1, 2.5, and 4, and then we add negative 2.5 times row 2 plus row 1, all of that gives us row 1. Okay, so that would be 1, that would be 0, and then that would be negative 2.5 plus 4, that would give us 1.5, so that's going to be positive 1.5. like all of that gives us row 1. So we have information now 1, 0, 4, 1, 0, 1.5, and then we have 0, 1, 1, and then we have 0, 0, 0, the third row, fourth row, 0, 0, 0, and then that's it. So we know that this is x1, x2, and then that's constant value, and we know x1, x2. X1 represents Cheerios, x2 represents North natural cereal. Then from there we have Cheerios, that is going to be Cheerios, okay, Cheerios, that's going to be 1.5, and then we have cereal, okay, then we have North natural cereal, and that will be 1, is equals to 1. So those are the savings actually, those are the savings that is required. So we find our solution, and yeah, this is your answer. And please don't forget to follow, subscribe, and this is your tutor Black Adam. Any comment or any question, please leave below. Thank you for watching.